thank you. It's great to get to Victory Lane, as a family. Kyle won his first nationwide race here and got to celebrate with him in Victory Lane. And it brings back those memories of working hard as a family to get to the top levels of NASCAR. Dad taught us everything we know about cars, and Mom was there to sacrifice as much as he did. And to see what Kyle's put together, to stick his neck out and to hire guys like Mike Beam and Rick Wren and a full staff of employees, and to be able to win and to put it all together like we have. And you said the key word, podium. This is a solid finish for us tonight for a great sponsor like Monster Energy. They do so much in the extreme sports sector, and to be able to deliver in the NASCAR world, there's millions of viewers that were watching tonight, and Monster, I'm sure the phone is just blown up and the battery's already dead on how excited those guys are from Corona, California to hoist up a NASCAR trophy. So I'm stoked. I know Kyle is. I know Beam is. And everybody at Kyle Busch Motorsports, this was a great day for us.
Put on an exciting finish, too. That margin of victory, .062, closest in nationwide series history here at Richmond. That's saying a lot, the way you finished up that race. Mike Beam, crew chief, congratulations. How does it feel to have that 54 team in Victory Lane?
Well, it's definitely, it feels good. Everyone's worked so hard, and, Kyle and Samantha and everyone at KBM, it's been a tough 6 races before this. It's just building these cars and, keep getting better. And, we've had so many races where we've had problems, and just, but it's, with Toyota and, like I said, Monster, they're such an exciting sponsor. It's a lot of fun. And I was just glad that we got that first win and got that out of the way. Everyone, like I said, they've worked so hard since Christmas, and it's really amazing. I said 10 races, so it's 7, so I'm glad to be made a liar.
Kyle Busch, I've done many press conferences where you've won a race all across the series, and I must say this is a really cool deal to have you up here as an owner, and congratulations.
Thank you. It means a lot to win, in the Truck Series ranks and now in the Nationwide Series ranks with Kyle Busch Motorsports. And man, it's come a long way. It's grown so much, and this level's a lot harder. Coming from me or Kurt or Mike, we'll tell you, we'll attest to it. So it means a lot. And for Kurt driving to win the first race for KBM in the Nationwide Series and for Monster Energy in NASCAR, such a special occasion, and we're pumped about it. This is one we'll celebrate for sure tonight, and I'll just have to get back at it, and hopefully I can back it up tomorrow night in the Cup Series race. But for Kyle Busch Motorsports, it's a special day, and Kurt's a thinker, man. He knew that I won my first Nationwide Series race here. Never even thought of that, and that's really cool, so that we were able to bring Kyle Busch Motorsports here and win our first race here at one of our favorite racetracks.
All right, we'll take questions now for the winning team. If you have one, raise your hand. We'll get around with a microphone. Start here with Dave Rodman, then we'll come back here to Bob Pockris. Go ahead, Dave.
NASCAR.com. Mike, where does this rate in your career accomplishments?
Well, it's been a long time since I've been part of a startup team, and this really ranks really high for me. To come here and just to keep believing that we could do this. There's, like I said, there's been a lot of races where I've really doubted myself, of course, because some of the mistakes I made, and just being aggressive to try to get here in Victory Lane. It's really, it says a lot, for this company, but, to be part of it, it means a lot to me, more than I can put into words, right now. I'm glad that it's a Friday night so I can party tomorrow and I can have Sunday to recoup. So, but, but it's just, but it's, Dave, I can't really imagine, I've prayed about this for so long, just, for us to have a race and, just to contend for it, so it's really a special deal.
Move over here to Bob, and then we'll go to my man right here. Go ahead.
Bob Pockris, Sporting News. For Kurt and Kyle, can you guys just talk about you've been good in these cars, but maybe not great. You know, how did you go from maybe where you've been the start of the season to kind of a dominating performance tonight?
It's these guys like Mike Beam that never give up, or a guy like Rick Wren, or everybody that goes into the KBM shop at 6 a.m. and works all the way until they're told to go home. It's like Mike here is speechless in an effort that you're a startup program, and you know, with the success Kyle's had at Gibbs and his nationwide cars, and what I've experienced racing for Penske and his nationwide cars, you never really truly respect how much effort is put into a winning program, one that can contend. And I think that's a key word, and that's what we had to do. We had to step back for a second because, I mean, Kyle's used to dominating, jumping in the nationwide, and he's the most winningest driver that's ever raced in the nationwide. For me, I've won 4 out of my, 14 starts, but it's because I've had the good equipment. And it's just with the hard work of what everyone has done here makes me realize that there's a lot of respect that needs to be given to the big time teams that have won all these races.
I mean, it's a phenomenal feat for, I'd say, us little guys, single car nationwide team, to go up against some of these bigger teams and to be able to have limited resources, building our own chassis, you know, hanging our own bodies sort of, and prepping the cars ourselves, and not really having an engineering staff of 15 guys and all that stuff. We've got 1 for this team and 1 for the truck team, so I guess we have 2. But I mean, overall, I have to give a lot of credit to the driver. I mean, Kurt did a phenomenal job tonight. I mean, what an effort behind the wheel, hitting your marks for 150, 60, 70 straight laps, whatever it was there at the end of the race, and no penalties on pit road. The guys did a great job with the pit stops. So it takes a million different things for everything to line up to win these things. And if you have one of those that get derailed, it'll derail your whole night. So all the stars aligned, and Kurt Busch put it in victory lane tonight.
Hi, Stan Creekmore with RPMtonight.com. I'm over here, Kurt. We hear a lot of time that drivers talk about what they learn on a nationwide series night doesn't really transfer a lot to the next day. But my question is going to be just a little bit different. Not physically, but given the struggle that you've had since last year and everything, mentally, what does an event like tonight mean to you and to your ability tomorrow?
Well, as a race car driver, you're only as good as your last race. And to win tonight, yeah, you want to just go out on top. And, you know, with tomorrow's race, you know, I'll have that adrenaline and that confidence feel tomorrow. But you've got to have the thinking cap on for your, you know, Sprint Cup car and the way that it drives and how to get the best out of it. But to be able to win, there's no better feeling, no matter how much you've been kicked around or drugged behind a horse. And to do it with a guy like Mike and Kyle and this whole team, it just gives you that much more satisfaction. And to go tomorrow running the James Finch Special, we know we've got our work cut out for us. I've been elbows up every race, every lap this year. We got that car as high as 4th last week. And that's just the progress we've made. And that's the confidence that the team has given me. And today, I mean, we're slapping high fives because we qualified 13th. You know, last year we'd be kicking the dog if we qualified 13th. So there's a lot of good things going on, and I'm just happy to have a couple guys like James Finch and Kyle Busch to race for.